right, we're going to talk about comma splices now. Comma splice occurs when you have two independent clauses connected only by a comma. And they're actually relatively easy to fix, so we're going to go over how to fix these. Okay?
All right. So the first way you can fix a comma splice is, in some ways, the easiest. You merely omit the comma, and you put a period in there. So now, all of a sudden, you have two independent sentences. The two teams met in the playoffs, period. Only one team would win the championship.
Exactly. And don't forget to capitalize your letter O at the beginning, if that was how you fixed it. But thankfully, there's a bunch of other ways to fix it. The other way, from doing the reading about fanboys, these are coordinating conjunctions: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. So we can put one of the fanboys in here as follows and keep our comma. So this is actually a really good thing to do. The two teams met in the playoffs. Only one team would win the championship. We would probably put something contrastive like but here. So the two teams met in the playoffs, comma, but only one team would win the championship. Makes sense, right?
So you've gone from two simple sentences joined by a period to what's now a compound sentence joined by a coordinating conjunction. But there's a third way, all right? We take the comma out, and we put in a semicolon, all right? You use the semicolon to join main clauses when both of the clauses are logically related. So here the two sentences are logically related. The two teams met in the playoffs. Only one of those two teams is going to win. So a semicolon works very neatly here.
Very nicely. Now, if you want to keep the semicolon, we can add a little more variety to the sentence by using what we call a conjunctive adverb. Am I right on that?
Yes.
Or an adverbial conjunction.
Yeah, they've been called, let me get back in the screen here. They're called conjunctive adverbs, they're called adverbial conjunctions. Some people even call them transition words, but they all mean the same thing.
So let's add one in here, and you're well familiar with these. Words like therefore, however, that's what we're talking about. And we can put in however, comma. So we have the two teams met in the playoffs, semicolon, however, only one team would win the championship.
Right.
And so now we've added more variety to it as we've combined these.
Right. And remember to put that comma, you've got that semicolon in front of the conjunctive adverb and the comma afterwards.
Exactly.
Now there's a fifth way, all right? That fifth way, get rid of this, is we're going to subordinate one of these clauses to the other one. And just for the purpose here, we'll put that comma back in because I'm going to subordinate this first clause. So we can take something like the subordinating conjunction although. All right. So although the two teams met in the playoff, comma, because this is an introductory subordinate clause, we need that comma there, only one team would win the championship. So that's our fifth and final way of joining clauses that were originally a comma splice.
Exactly. So if you find yourself making comma splice errors, actually it's kind of a good thing. Students tend to start making comma splices as they start working to add variety to their writing style and to combine sentences. So what you have here is you have 5 different ways to fix it, which are 5 different ways to bring variety into what you're writing. So comma splices, know how to identify them, but as we said, knowing how to fix them will improve your style.
Very nice.
Great.